Okay. We got Tiffany Haddish putting on for the Passport Sisters. Let's see what this article says right here. Comedian and actress Tiffany Haddish says she's done with dating Black American men. She is only dating a Black man born outside of America. Now, I've been seeing this article going around. Some people mad about it. Some women kind of supporting her. To me, I don't mind, right? I don't mind because, I mean, us as men, we do this same thing. I will say it's not going to work out for her as well as it does for a man, and that's for several reasons, right, that we've definitely talked about before, as far as, you know, a man not really caring about a woman's money, her social status and all that stuff. We just care if a woman is pleasant, good motherly qualities, good wife qualities, and, you know, pleasant to be around. You know, some of us care about purity when it comes to women, and beauty, of course, right? Now, when it comes to women, especially women like Tiffany Haddish that have money, you know, I don't think she's going to be successful finding love outside of America. She could, but when it comes to Black men outside of America, you know, most of them are, you know, more impoverished even than us already here in America, right? And even the ones that do have money, they're not really checking for American women. The only ones really checking for American women are the ones that are looking for, I hate to say it, but you know how they say, yeah, the women overseas want a green card from us. No, them guys, they really want a green card. Like, have y'all seen some of those videos of, you know, the African man, the Jamaican man, you know, they meet the big white woman from America that's on vacation, and they try to marry her right away and all that stuff. They're looking for a green card, right? And, you know, if she doesn't care about having somebody that has less money than her, then it could work. It could work, right? And for her to be 45 and dating, I don't know, to me, and for most cultures, they see a woman that's 45 and dating as somewhat of a loser, right? Somebody that kind of failed at, you know, keeping men in their life. So yeah, you know, I wish her the best of luck. You know, I think the article goes a little more deeper in the caption, so we'll see what that says. Tiffany Haddish has been open about her struggles with love, having remained single since her 2021 breakup with Common, the rapper Common. In a recent conversation in Godfrey We Trust, she revealed her new dating strategy. She's now seeking partners outside the U.S. No longer interested in American-born Black men. Share perspectives on relationships impact her mental health, suggesting that having children with multiple partners can negatively affect a woman's well-being. Does she have kids with multiple people? She elaborates with controversial theory about how stem cells from pregnancies allegedly stay in a woman's body, influencing her mind and emotions. Yeah, man. So basically, she's just saying she's going overseas and dating. Like I said, I don't really mind it. I just think that, you know, women supporting this, or women thinking that they're gonna follow along with this, they're gonna be, you know, disappointed with what they find when it comes to, you know, finding the man that they want that checks all their boxes. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. There aren't too many wealthy guys overseas that are checking for women outside of their culture. And it's usually because, you know, Black men who are wealthy in other cultures, they're going to be having multiple women. They're probably not going to take you as seriously. There's going to be the cultural boundaries that most American Black women just aren't willing to, you know, try to cross, I guess. But, you know, it could work. It definitely could work. It's not impossible for her. You know, I always root for people to find love. So like I said, I don't have a problem with it. It just doesn't seem realistic when it comes to the kind of standards we hear from most women. But, you know, hey, she has been failing dating for over, I guess, since whenever she started dating, and maybe this new strategy will work out. Let's see what some of these comments say, though. You don't see very many men, regardless of race, coming over here to pick any type of American woman. Yeah, American women around the world, they have a reputation for being very unruly. We see the guys in Dubai trying to get them to come over there, but that's for different things, right? That's not necessarily to marry them and for relationships, but says every shitty black person, that's true. I guess the shitty guys and shitty women do say this, but I'll say not everybody who wants to date overseas man or a woman is like a shitty person. I don't think that's true at all. I don't blame her. We watch men on TV every day running over to different countries trying to marry these women who barely speak English. Go ahead and get you a man outside of the U.S. These American men think they are a prize and they're not even worth a third place ribbon. Who hurt that woman right there? Because like I said, we got double standards in this world. Some people complain about it. Me, I'm the type to accept them. Certain things women can get away with, and there's certain things that men can get away with. And going to date overseas is just one of those things that men can get away with, because we go overseas and we are, it's no question if we're the prize. It's no question. Women, they see like, okay, American man or European man or whoever that's not from there, they automatically think like, okay, he's educated. He probably has better finances. He can probably provide some opportunities for me. So yeah, women like that. And to the woman that say, oh, they only want you for your money. A lot of times that's the same thing here in America. As a man, it's nobody really giving you unconditional love outside of your mother, right? Nobody's giving you unconditional love outside of your mother. It's always going to be some sort of exchange of resources. It's just about the, what that woman can provide back. What does she reciprocate to you? Is she giving you the things that you need from a woman as a man? She giving you those things back, or is she just taking from you? And a lot of times it's easier to find a woman that's going to reciprocate in the things that a man want, that peace, that love, that nurturing spirit, all of those good things. It's easier to find that for some men overseas. But if you're like me, you can find it in any country, right? Black men, I love you regardless where you're from. That's a good woman right there. Best joke she's ever told. They're always volunteering information we ain't asked for. Well, she was on the show, she was giving commentary. What's crazy is they think we're the problem and we think they're the problem. So that gotta mean we're both the problem, but nobody is taking accountability for anything nowadays. Yeah, man. I think when it comes to the problem that men have with women, we have to look at ourselves first, because when we look at all races, the women follow after the men. So we kind of had a part in creating these monsters that we deal with today in America, but also feminism and a bunch of different things. Like it's a lot that made the problem. But when it comes to the solution, that's what everybody is trying to find out, and this is just a solution she's trying. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I wish her the best. I wish everybody the best that wants to find love and is serious about being a good person to somebody else. But let me know what y'all think about this. Give your boy a like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, love y'all. I'm out.